Guys, so yes, today first let me review the last class session. So what we did, we completed the edit functionality. So first we completed the API part. Under the controller sections we have create one method known as the edit post methods. So before that one, what we created get methods, because on the our list class there we need to first let me go to the browser is redirecting or not. Yes, here, and then admin, and go to the admins, and here it should come view. Yes, so now when user click here on the list screen, then here the detail will be fetching, right? So for this I created new method here, get category methods, and here we are passing the GUID, which is the ID of the category class, category tables, and then we are getting the details. For this, under the repository class, here get category ID, we created get category ID and then created the update category async method for the update, and then we implement under the implement folder categories. Here we implement getting the record on the basis of ID, and second method we created update after getting the asset detail, displaying the edit form here, and then user change here the value. Suppose that's I created on the and updated and then click on the save, then record will be see you updated. So what happened, we are passing here the taking the category method, category parameter, and it is the class, and it will be accepting GUID, name, and URL handles. Okay, and then this go to the now go to under the controllers. We are accepting from the GUID, we are accepting here GUID as the route parameters, and we are also passing the one model update category request DTO. This class we created under the model sections under the DTO. This is the update category request, and we are taking here two parameters because this is the DTO, so we required only two. One is the name and second one is the URL, and ID we are getting from the route parameters. And after then first we check it's null or not. If null, then send the back request, return to the back request. If not, then we are converting DTO to the domain model, and in domain model we are taking the ID, name, and URL. Then we are calling this method update category methods. There we are passing, and let me go to the quickly here, and here again how we are first check this ID is available or not. Is available, then there is the DTO underscore DTO context dot entry, and get this one entry, we are passing this get what we get from database, and then set the current values dot set values, and passing the this object category values, and then await underscore db context dot save changes, and once is saved, then it will be updated in the category objects, and it will be returned back here. So convert, it's convert domain. Again we are converting to the convert domain model to the DTOs models. Okay, this is the okay. So this way we are converting again our DTO to the category sorry, domain model to DTOs, and then we are returning it. So this is the all API parts, and if you see here under the swaggers, you can also see here get method by the ID, and then the edit methods here. It is the put method, this ones. So first we are taking the ID here and the route parameter and two parameters the model. So this API work. Now let's flip to the here under the UI parts, under the category classes, category folders. We create the edit category components. There we define the all the UI, and then we define the TS in the component.ts file. We call the methods, create method. First we are getting the details on the ng on int, and it is the interface. Here we can see implement it, and then we are getting the values on the basis of ID. So how we are getting the ID? From the URL we are getting the ID. How we are getting? Using this way, route, this dot route here in the constructor level we are defined here activated route, and under the activated route this is the property dot param map dot subscribe and next and param. It is the object, any name of the this one, and then we are getting this ID param dot get ID, and then now we are getting the ID means GUID, and then we are passing this ID to this get category API which we just created, and this we are passing, and then this ID is available in the database, then it will give the response, and then that response we bind in this category variable, and the same thing we are again in the UI part we are binding here. So you see, first here checking it ng in if category. If category is not null, then under the form section we are binding this. So if you just go through the ID is the disable mode, because we don't want to change the ID or update the ID here. Just I take the input type text, disable class form ID name and values. For this input type, for the name, just we take name type name, class form class, and category name a name or ng model for category dot name. Same for the category handle. Now we have created one button also, submit button, and which method on the button click we are calling this one on form submit. Now flip to the component. Here you see this method is we created. Now first we create the model, because we required the name and URL, and ID we are passing in the route parameter. So we on this we are getting name from the this dot category dot name. Category is the nothing but is the class variables here, and then we are getting two values from the input form, name and URL handle. And first here we check this ID is null or not. If null, then nothing will happen. If not null, then we are passing these two parameter. One is the ID and in the update category request, and then after the updating, then it will be redirecting to the our category list component or UI we can say. And where we define this update method? Under the category service. Last class we created, you see here under the category sections, categories, and categories has the services folders, and under the services folder we created this. So here we see we created one is the category get ID and the category update. Okay. So this way we have completed the edit functionality. So Archana, this is the our view of the last class. Any doubt you have?
No.
Might be I went to a speed or fast.
No, it's fine. But nowadays, one thing I have seen, like just like in add and edit, we are redirecting to another page, right?
Right, right.
Nowadays, I have seen just like a uh, as per requirement, they are adding a same row inside the below, and then adding the data. And when you click on edit, and this then the same row will open in edit mode.
Here only you are seeing when you click
Yes.
here, then
Uh,
yes. So we can also do. So what
okay, we will try for that,
uh,
and you can check later.
yes, first I am giving you homework. First you try first yourself. If not, then I will help you. Uh,
Okay.
yes. So different type of requirement will become. I am,
Hmm.
time permits. I can get you one way, right? So for
Hmm.
another way, you should learn, and where you are stuck, then I will help you.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now there is the we completed the list, get the list and bind here. Then we completed the add category. Then we completed the edit functionality. Now we are going to the delete functionality. So how delete functionality will be work? Okay. When we click on the delete button, so first we need to add the delete button, right? So how delete button will be work?
So on the basis of ID, we can uh, make inactive that record.
Yes, we can make inactive, or we can make the what we say, we can remove the directly methods. Yes, but there are two types of delete, right? One is the soft delete and another is the hard delete. Hard deletes
Yes.
means removing the complete data. So what
Mm.
I will do, when you click on the edit button, here only I will add one button here, delete functionality. There you usually you can delete it. Okay. Instead of adding the new component for the delete, I am just clicking here, right?
Yeah, or we can add a one more column here, delete. We can directly delete from.
Yes, that will also work. So first let me do one way and then we will try second way. Okay. And before that one, we need to create the one API, right? So first let me create the API, then we will do that. So go to the our, let me stop the API, go to the interface level, and we will create simple, write task, categories, not null, null checking, and then give the delete sync, and on the basis of GUID we will delete. Okay. Now go to the here, it will be give an error, and what error they are giving, just implement. Here it's where it's go delete, here it, let me put in the bottom. Okay. Now remove to the body of it. So Archana, Subha, tell me what code should I write? I
Yes,
want
on the
to
basis
remove
of ID, we will.
permanent delete.
Then we can directly delete that for
Yes.
permanent rate on the basis of ID.
So first we will check in the database, right?
Yes.
Check category from DB, or in DB, check category in DB. Okay. And then we will write the underscore DB dot category dot first or default, right? First or default or sync we can take, and then we can write u goes to u dot id, sorry man, id equal to id, right? And then we can write the await, because we are using sync method, and then here we can check if check category from db is equal to null, then return null, return null. Okay, and if not, then what will happen? db dot categories dot remove, and what we want to remove? The checked, right? Any doubt here, this line? And then what we will do? We will do db dot context dot save changes, right? So that changes will be effect, and this will be the await await await. Okay, and then return to the check. Any doubt this method?
No.
Okay, great. So now let me flip to the our categories. Oh my god, now let me quickly here again how we will do perform the, then the same method we will write this one because we require here. So I just write and then we use public async task I action result, and then delete category. Okay, and then we here, and it will be the what method? It will be the http
Post.
delete,
Oh, sorry, delete.
right? And here what I need to write? From form,
ID
from route,
from route to ID.
then you write geo id. Okay, now here we can check quickly if id equal to not 3 times equals a, man, what a button I pressed. Okay, 1 minute guys. Yes, yes Vika, yes. Sorry guys. So now where we are? We are on the here. Okay, so we return the bad request. Now what we need to do? We need to call the and just where get category, and then we write the what we write category repository dot delete, right? And what we are passing? GUID, and here we need to write await method, correct? Now next is the check if category is null, then showing the no found, and if not, then what need to do? Convert domain model to DT, and then where response equal to new category details. and what I need to write, id equal to get category dot id comma name equal to category name and url equal to url handle. Perfect. And then return okay response, and then this is the response methods. Okay guys, any doubt here?
No.
Okay, good. Now let me quickly go to the, let me run it, let's check it's reflect or not. First what we need to do, we need to get the category id. So just run here, execute. We will get quick. There is just some loading, taking more time to loading. It should not take from local. Why it's taking? SQL should work because just a few minutes back we have loaded all the category details. Yes, perfect. So now it's coming. Now I want to this one. Now come to the here, try this one, delete, and then let me hit the execute buttons. Yes, it deleted successfully. Perfect. So now API is ready. Now we need to go to the UI sites, and what I will do, I will add here only one buttons. Okay, and on the UI side, let me add button. What should I write, guys? Tell me. And class, what class should I add? btn, btn danger margin side 3, so that it will be take some space. Okay, now if you see the go to the UI side, how it will look like. Oh, it's stop. Oh my god, yes, it's in the same browser. That's the okay. We need to run again. Control C, open it. Okay, so meanwhile it will be running. Now add me here one method here. What method we need to add? Click method, one click method. How we will add? Click and then delete, delete item. Okay, this method right now not available, we need to create here. Okay guys,
Yes, sir.
delete, so delete item or on delete anything. Invert. Yes, here you see it's coming, right? Now I did not save it again, so let me save it. Now delete item. Now in the delete item, what we need to call? Delete API, right? So first we need to create under the services. Go to the services and we need to create one API known as delete API. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what code should it write here? Shubha Archana, anything? Speak, ma'am.
Yes, delete.
Category. Delete category. I write ID and then it observable. It will be the categories in bracket. Okay. And then what we need to write? This dot http dot
Delete.
delete. Correct.
Having very small doubt, just
Yes,
like inside delete category, we are passing ID as a string, right?
correct.
But in API, it's a GUID. So,
GUID is the string ID, right? Stringers. It is the same.
so in Angular means in Angular for GUID, we will take a string only,
Correct,
right?
correct, right.
Okay.
Environment dot base API and base API slash what is the API name? Delete API delete API, this one category. Okay, category only. Category. Okay, and then
Actually, I want to ask, like in Angular,
yes,
GUID data type is not present or it's there. So I want to know this.
note actually it's replaced with like a string as a string, not a special type.
Okay.
And then why it's giving error? Because we are not returning it. Okay, so let me return it. Error gone. Okay, any doubt here? That's the semicolon. So id is passing here, perfect. URLs. Okay, and now let me go to the categories here, and we need to write here the methods. And what we will do, we have already inject the service at the constructor, right? And we have already the ID here also. How we will get getting ID here? And when ng on init method we are getting ID here. So we, because we required the ID, so ID variable is here and we are getting here. So we have already getting the ID. So for under the delete item, what I will write here, just check, first check if this dot id is not null. Go to, oh my god, where I am writing here, and then check this dot categories, not categories, service category service dot delete, and delete what is expecting, this is this dot id. And then what we need to write now, guys, just speak. What should we write? Subscribe, right? And then
Yes.
parenthesis bracket, then under bracket, and under that one what we need to write? Next, right? Next colon, we write the parenthesis bracket and write any variable name. I am writing response, and then arrow bracket, arrow functions, and then we write this one. And what we need to do, just let me console log category deleted successfully. Okay, it. And then after this one, what we will do, we are using route, so returning to the router, not route, router dot navigate by URL, and under that one we write in the single inverted comma, we write forward slash admin slash get, and let me check whether another methods how we are following. Yes, this one are following, right? Okay, what error they are giving
HTTP client.
HTTP client what is it? Let me let's see it. So let's run. Now going to the admin category, and this is the test one, right? So let me click here. Now here's just copy this ID and click on it. Oh my god, it deleted.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gone. So not that ID is available, right? So delete functionality is done, but here I want one thing, and this will be go to under the homework section. What I want, when click user here, go to this form, and when user click on delete button, that time I want one pop-up message or confirmation message. Hey, do you want to delete this category? If click yes, then record will be deleted. If click no, then no record will be deleted. So how you will do? This will be the homework. So I am giving some hint here. In this document I have added some step here, not completely, but some of the step. You see here how to delete, how to add, not add, not delete confirmation, delete section. We will add the one confirmation alert. So for this, what we can use, one, you can use the package. We can install the Sweet Alert 2. This package we will install, and then we will ask to the chat GPT or anything, how can I use the Sweet Alert confirmation box in Angular. Then he will then chat GPT will provide you the complete code, and then we will use here. Where you will use on this methods. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So guys, you let's first try yourself. If not, in the next class I will do.
Okay.
Okay. Any doubt? No. Till class.
Sir, the message that you have write here category deleted successfully, but that was not being displayed at the time of delete, right?
Yes. Why it's not display?
That will be deleted and show inside the console window, na?
Right. That's why it's not visible. You see here.
Yeah, 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 okay.
and after deleting just I am redirecting. If I not redirecting, then
Mhm.
you can show the here message or some alert message you can also say a record deleted successfully. And if you open the chat GPT, let me open them. Just I am asking something. I want to use hello in Angular application. Can you please provide complete guide for it? And then this magic, yeah, and within a second, right, they are getting us. And we will check which will be applicable in our case, and then we will come back. Okay, now coming to the next class, what we will discuss. Here we are completed the insert, delete, update all functionality. Now what will be the next here? Next we will do add one here, add the post, one new menu we will add here, and that will be the add post or post, just like or manage post. There we will also do the similar kind of activity with some more field, just like, and that post will be just like and we will use this category in that post, just like we can say we have the employee or employee has the department, right? IT, admin, finance. The similar kind of here in the main target is the blog. We will create blog, and there we will use this name. Which type of blog? It is the ASP.NET, C Sharp, Core.NET, like that we will use. And also we will use the some image, how to upload image there. So which field we will use? Just I am giving little bit introductions quickly. And model will be used domain model, it will be the blog. So we will use the, let me open the notepad. I will use the first use the id will be GUID. Okay, then I will add the title. Oh my god, title. Then I will use the short description, then content, then future image URL, then we use URL handle, then we will use publish date, published data, CHED published date. Okay, then I will use the author, author, then I will use is visible, is visible. Okay, so these property we will use here, and gradually it will be changing. First we will complete all, insert, delete, update, upload the image, then we will map the, we will add one more property in this model. What model I will add? It will be add the, just like a public I collection category, it will be the categories. So what it will be do? And again same thing I will add under the category classes, and that will be make the under the category we will write the like similar kind of thing, means and here I will add the this blog post. I will give the name of this method above class the blog post. This class model name will be blog post. Okay, so what we will do under the category class we will add, so it will be many to relation, just like what I am trying to say here. We write one post, right? So sometimes one post is match under come to the one category, right? And might be one category has multiple posts, and might be also one post might be related to the some multiple category, right? So what will happen when we add two property and run the migrations, then entity framework itself create one new table and there map the ID, both table ID, this blog post table and the category table ID, and it will be mapped internally. First it create the table and then it will be mapped, and then we will show the then we will perform the next step operations. Okay guys, and after
Could you please repeat that? Actually, because of some internet issue, I missed.
okay, so from where I need to repeat, could you please tell me? This complete, did you miss?
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, okay. So next step, what till now here we completed the add, edit, delete, right, or get the result. Now I am planning to create one post blog. That post blog will be contain this property. Okay, and here we will learn the also the this property with also learn the how to update the upload the image.
Mhm.
Okay, and then after completing this I want to publish this post for the public user. So how we will do? And before that one, what we will do here, we created this category. So what use of this this is just like for the learning purpose? No, we will this blog, this category under the blog. So this blog post is which type come under which category? Just like I am taking the example of the employee come to the IT department, come to the HR, come to the finance, right? So similar way, blog have the some category, right? The C# application, C# blog, ASP.NET blog, code.NET blog. So we will use there in the some drop down, and when we are adding the blog, that time we will select these categories, either select one or multiple. Okay, and then how we will map the, so we will map ending of this class, we will add this one to this one. First is the under the blog class we will add this line, I collection categories class, and under the category we will add this line, category class we will add, and then we run the our
Yeah, theory से देख
script. Okay, under the entity framework, or entity framework is so smart, what it will do, it will be create one table, and then in that table both id will be available, and it will be create one to many to one relation, means many to many relation. So how, sir, many to many? Why many to many? because sometimes one block will become multiple category, right? And one category has multiple blocks. That's why it will become many to many relations.
Okay.
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 And then after this completed, we will add either under the block section or category section. We will show the total number of category like that. Then we will a sorting order, make sorter order ascending descending. Then we will learn the paginations.
Hmm.
Okay. And then we will create one public URL here. Right now it's blank, right? Nothing is coming. So we will show the first blog. We will show the blog here. Multiple blog will become, and when you click off any of the link, then it will be open the details page. And then what we will extra do, we will do the one activity like the cascading stylistic logic. We will bind the country, state, city, so that we can use in your application when you require.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the target, and we will complete this item in the next coming lecture. So
Okay.
so guys, just I am requesting everyone, just please practice more, practice yourself, so that if you have any doubt, then please let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thanks. First let me stop the recording.